afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're off here to another Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, here offsite Defender of the Fatherland. A 1 vs 1 on Lost Glider. Between the south, we got Sr4czka fighting here for the Soviet Union and the 100th Rifle Division versus the north. We got Sexpistole. I'll just call him Pistole from now on, since otherwise it sounds like he's trying really too hard to impress the ladies. Hello, my name is Sexpistole. I don't know. Anyways, we got an infantry company start here. Doctrine, we're looking at mobile defense, lightning war, and mechanized assault. Infantry, machine gun, and sniper bulletins versus partisans. Shock rifle and mechanized support, all popular doctrines here with 3 infantry bulletins, though noting one is for faster production times, meaning he can actually get his construct up just a bit faster. Though also noting he's going for a special rifle command start. Ooh, spooky. Stravniki, snipers, scout cars, and other naughty things with guns. So Grenadiers, MD42 there for Pistole, heading eastwards over the Pioneer Centrewards with MD42 will probably try and occupy the center here at the church, with the MD42 covering a bit here, also giving some line of sight there. And of course, at the same time, he does risk, of course, overexposing his MD42. But no, he does not go for it, leaving himself exposed to the church and leaving his MD42 to cap territory in the center here. No, I'd recommend that. I mean, overall, he'd better off probably shifting his MD4 towards supporting here, using the Grenadiers in the center if he's going to go for that. Also, on a map like Lost Glider, where the cutoff points are sort of huge, barren strips of terrain with a few houses next to them, generally I'd recommend laying up sandbags next to them, also up here, so you can more easily defend them if it comes down to it. Similar here for Sr4czka. So again, his MD42 is here in the center in a position that's not really strong for an MD42. There he goes, moving to the church. In this case, he got rather lucky that Sr4czka was A, going for a sniper start, and B, didn't try to bother, you know, poking around in the center. Otherwise, the MD42 can have a lot of trouble. Now we can see Pistole here is playing it out still quite aggressively. This is some very brassy bolts he's playing with here. We could easily end up with them cut off if he's not careful. Countries on the way for Sr4czka, some more infantry then. Of course, with the bullets in it, they do happen slightly fast. I mean, 10% might just be a few seconds there being shaved off, but even a few seconds, in particular in the early game, can make a difference. It's a few seconds sooner you can put some hit before another unit. And meanwhile, Pistole is going for a lot of Grenadiers here. Well, I've not mentioned what he's fighting for. He'll be fighting here for the Kampf von Sauken. Engineers there, they're pushed back. Snipers constantly sneaking about. Snipers get to reel themselves. Of course, that will happen anytime soon with a bullet through someone's skull. Grenadiers, they're not really advancing far, and there you go. Jürgen was the first one to feel the wrath there of the Soviet sniper unit. So 3 Grenadiers waiting for 2. Will he try and take up? Will he go for another MD42? Will he go for a mortar? What will Pistole here go for in response to this Soviet aggression? There you go, Grenadiers getting sniped. Not really, again, a very good building for infantry, these types of buildings with only one window. I mean, really, if there's only one window on each side, it's building for machine guns, not rifles.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
I mean, any infantry unit fighting on the outside will generally have the advantage. In this case, he's retreating, but probably only because there's a sniper squad there nearby, which could easily quickly bleed out. And of course, now we sort of see the issue again. He's sort of pushing hard for the west there, but now his east is pretty weakened. And there you go, he is going for another MD42. So he's going for heavy tier 1 there for the Wehrmacht. 3 Grenadiers, 2 MD42s does give you a lot of firepower, sort of more directly. Though I'm not sure I would go for that versus a sniper, but probably with the rule of the sniper, I think it'd be better off just trying to rush for tier 2, then get out a scout car or try and hunt it down, instead of just providing more targets for the snipers. Meanwhile here a bit was sort of happening there. So I mean, he's getting that, but again he's losing the east. So that's going to be interesting here to see how he plays that one out. Pioneers, they continue to get sniped there by the snipers. Contras up position around the copper, and now you can see without the sandbags here. I mean, overall, this is a pretty bad spot. And for Pistole to be fighting around there with the contras there and snipers around here, there's pretty much nothing for his men to seek cover behind us to save them from enemy shooting. Yet he persists, setting up infantry to try and cover the cutoff point, though technically he doesn't even need the cutoff point at the moment, since there's nothing it's really connecting to anymore. It's a bit, you know, well, futile. I mean, in a sense, he'd probably better off actually, instead of going for here, actually sneaking up behind and then returning the favour to Sr4czka, going for the points here, going here, that way sneaking up, sort of out-manoeuvring Sr4czka that way. I mean, that would probably be a much better tactical approach. It looks like that's what they're aiming for, but of course right here we sort of get the awkward... Oh, got lucky they didn't get suppressed, but again, with some machine gun bunkers, they can actually sort of cover right here, make it very difficult to make those kind of turns. So there we go, engineers straight into the MD42, going for the cutoff point here. In this case, it suffers the same issue as this cutoff point. It's not really connecting to anything. It's vestigial. It was part of a previous sort of territorial holdings, but now serves no purpose. Really. There you go, trying to catch the snipers in there, flanking the grenadiers up behind there, knowing he's pushed the snipers in there. Sneaky. Needs to take up, though. He needs to get that like to make a nice company up there. There you go, the snipers are being slowly caught. Grenadiers just need to continue moving up here. Engineers make it into the house, they're suppressed slightly. Grenadiers here, and we got the M4 firing away here. Snipers out in the open. Grenadiers continuing up there. No, keep moving for the snipers, keep moving. Ludwig, get those bastards. Comes there, continuing to take fire from him before 20 are still being suppressed. There we go, Grenadiers squad him moving up. He's going to try and sort of sandwich the sniper between them. But there we go, managed to sort of run away and sort of hide there. Clever, there we go, full retreat. So in this case, didn't quite work out there for Pistole. Of course, he might better off just going up. He'd go for the core point and sort of trying to dig in using the houses here. And that way force Sr4czka to come to him while cutting off his resources. But still nice to see some kind of actual flanking effort going on there in the early game. I'd like to make a nice company going up there for Pistole, finally. What's they would say in Germany? German, and I think. MD42 pushing up here, trying to punch those enemies a bit more, and they actually low on health. In fact, the retreat path is probably going to take them right past the MD42s right there. Sr4czka is very much running the risk of losing one of his engineers. Oh, sniper shots, and unpacking. Oh, engineers manage it. Petrov is running. Yes, yes, I will make it. Unlike everybody else, I will make it. I have been chosen by God. Oh wait, I'm an atheist now. Never mind. More retreats here. So there we go. We can sort of see there that the Sr4czka's position had been extended and collapsed. So right now, Pistole can't really sort of, really push it though. He's going here for the 2-2 and the half-track. Half-track would be good, for sort of rapidly seizing up territory with some infantry in it. Of course, he's most likely going to go for it for the flame for a half-track, which is also really effective versus the Soviets. It looks like here Sr4czka is expecting some light vehicles, possibly the flame for a half-track, which again is currently very much popular with the Wehrmacht versus the Soviets. So DP light machine guns on the way there. Sniper still quite a nuisance. Got a light scout car out there for Pistole, rolling ahead there on its 4 wheels. I still find it funny they kind of went for that one. I mean, sure, in the early wars saw some usage, but they sort of very quickly worked towards dropping it since the 4 wheels pretty much meant it wasn't really good off-road, which on the Eastern Front, where the roads aren't that good, was a bit of a problem. They actually went towards 8-wheel cars, or Achtrads. That is the 234, which serves as the basis for the Puma armored car. Note, they are not all called Puma, it's just the version with a 50mm cannon on it. I mean, so many people just call everything a Puma if it's just the 8mm thing, but it's not. It's not. Right here, poor position for the Grenadiers. I mean, not in cover versus Guardsmen with 2 light machine guns. I mean, that's asking for trouble there. That's asking for a lot of trouble and a lot of dead Germans. I mean, don't take Guardsmen lightly. They are really potent infantry. Very potent. They can handle a lot of threats. We got another 2-2 on the way then. There we go. He hasn't upgraded flame for a half-track. Perhaps he's not planning it. Or is he just sort of spending munitions on other things like light machine guns, flamethrowers. Going for the point there. 2-2 almost done. And still no flamethrower there. Though, of course, he's also going for a lot of uncovered territory. But still, actually nice, interesting sort of he's managed to hold this territory. I mean, usually, a northern player will focus exclusively on this southern player here, but so far he's actually managed to make some good moves there versus Sr4czka in the early game, holding up some resources, and that's actually nice to see there. More Guardsmen here for Sr4czka, obviously in response to the light vehicular incursion here for the Kampfgruppe von Sauken. Named after Dietrich von Sauken, who was an East Prussian general, one of the few who could actually intimidate the Führer, especially after the whole bombing incident, which really made him paranoid. He was one of the few that could still get away with it, which really says something about him. Comes there taking quite a bit of damage there, but damage into the 2-2 Guardsmen charging forwards. Snipers there taking heavy fire from the half-tracks to light machine gun down the front. So, no upgrade. He's planning to use reinforcement because, again, it can really help offset one of the Wehrmacht's early weaknesses, which again is the smaller squad numbers. But of course, the magical question is, he's just, no, he's going for the flame for a half-track. So few do go for it. But again, I do find it personally can be quite effective offensively, but also defensively, mostly defensively. Details Garden, they're taking heavy damage from the 2-2s. The Pioneers end up retreating here. And the MG4-2, they're firing from the church, laying down the stream of fire. The MG kind, not the actual fire kind. No further check there for Pistole. I mean, he's also expended quite a bit of resources, but I mean, even this is just, I mean, less than a T-70. Though, of course, it's a lot more manpower than a T-70, which, of course, sort of the trick with the Wehrmacht. I mean, you can sure, for fuel-wise, get a lot more vehicles than, say, the Allies, but manpower-wise, you're spending a lot more. That's sort of the magic trick of that one. We got a tank of a tank command up there for Sr4czka. T-70 H-160 probably the option. He might most likely go for the M16, but he's dealing with a lot of light vehicles. Which means the H-160 there, with its range and better anti-tank damage, is probably more suited, plus the artillery mode isn't half bad either. But right now, the Kampfgruppe von Sauken has definitely got the 100th Rifle Division here on the defensive. Russian conscripts and the gears pushing forwards here across the road. Covered here by a few stout riflemen in the... No, never mind. Canadians falling back there. Up here, light vehicles are being repaired by the Pioneers. He's got 2 Pioneers probably good there. Thumbs up to Pistole. Guardsmen, snipers there sneaking about. And Grenadiers are standing about as well. Not really doing much. I mean, he might want to consider upgrading at least some of his Grenadiers to the light machine guns, as it does present quite a fire boost for them, particularly as the Russians. After they've been suppressed by an MD-42, come to taking minor losses, well, heavier losses now from the 222s. A lot of autocannon fire, cracks from machine gun fire. In the south here, seems like Sr4czka's advance has stalled for reasons unknown to us, possibly counter-revolutionary activities meant to subvert the efforts of Sr4czka. Or something like that. I just probably forgot about them. Anyways, engineers need to thought they're going to use the house here for reconnaissance, spotting at targets for the rest of the force, also allowing him to sort of figure out paths to attack with, where he won't get shot so much. Jürgen there got shot by some engineer there. That's a bit disappointing. A third MG42 there for Pistole. I don't think I'd go for a third MG42 under these circumstances. I think, you know, either Panzer Grenadiers or maybe a mortar, maybe tack up, but I wouldn't not go for a third MG42. And I don't really think there's much here that warrants a third MG42 there for Pistole. And meanwhile, there we go. Sr4czka bring up the H-26M. They're shooting at cars now, taking up position in the house again. The light machine guns, they can sort of make it work, but still not the sort of best thing there. Of course, also with PTOs, they can fire a bit there. The 222s. Ooh, flamethrower object there, sneaking up on the building, firing away. Literally, it's the time there. Go catch the guardsman in the Inferno. Of course, got to go for the other guardsman. Damage engine, he might risk losing the flamethrower object here. Ah, guardsman almost wiped here, trying to get around their Pioneers inside the flame. Oh! Oh no! Will they make it? So close. Only 2 men made it out of that one. Guardsmen, they're getting plastered with the 222 fire. That was really close to both the guardsmen and the flamethrower. There we go, we got the H-6, they're being charged forward, but with no infantry support. It is a bit exposed, though thankfully for him, he still doesn't have a lot there besides the 222s, which he then requires to flank it with. But right, he's really pushing his luck there in the hunt. I mean, if they say Grenadiers were nearby, oh, never mind. We got mobile defense here for the Kampfgruppe von Sauken. And then we got the 234 actual Puma there on the way. And as you might notice, 8 wheels. Which obviously then makes it much better off-road than 4 wheels. Though again, they rather quickly stopped making it with the 50mm gun, partly because they were worried it was rather making the crews too overzealous or courageous. So they basically went towards the regular 234, which had the same gun as this one. But also sort of ones with sort of fixed turret, but sort of more specific sort of roles there, with either 75 in a pack or sort of 75mm cannon. But anyway, H-6 risk of getting knocked by the Puma. Oh, close here. Some shot maneuvering there, trying to save it, but there you go. Gets knocked out here by the Puma. There is no escape from the schwerer Panzerspielwagen. As it pulls back there on its 8 mighty wheels of Germanness. So right now, Sr4czka is definitely in a bit of a back footing here versus Pistole. We got more guardsmen out there for him. Certainly quite common again for Russian players to go for a lot of guardsmen. Particular things are looking a bit tight. I mean, more guardsmen will generally never make the situation worse. And even a lot of guardsmen can actually sort of threaten medium armor as well, simply due to the sheer rate of fire. You can just sort of lay down with the PTRSs, meaning that eventually the medium armor has to pull back. That could end up a bit awkwardly there for Pistole. But again, I think the third MG42 was a mistake, and well, he's taken up finally though. That is something there. Large guards force the advancing on the Grenadiers, catching out in the open air, good deep lock machine guns. The Grenadiers need to get to cover here. Sniper sitting up there, MD42 firing there, they've got the pool also sort of firing a few shots there. Sniper getting killed there in the MD42. Again, mortar here might probably have done him more good, partly digging out the units, but of course also just mortaring the guardsmen. And there go to just rushing, trying to catch that's not working out. Grenadiers doing what they can, but without light machine guns, they are severely outgunned by the guardsmen. Severely outgunned. I mean, heavily in the MD42 by need to retreat. Guardsmen being suppressed. Grenadiers forced to retreat. I mean, one thing you could consider is actually trying to launch a flank here, but that's obviously not going to happen here at the moment. The guards assault continues, he's close to the MD42. And again, I can't help but feel again, it was a bit of a poor choice there by Pistole to go for the third MD42 there. I think in this department again, mortars or panzer grenadiers would have served him better, or faster tag up and then some faster armour, and on the sequence also getting the Puma. I'll wait to close to putting up there, we got the flamethrower check, charging in over to burn as many guards, and then catch them in premature hell. Grenadiers flanking there with the light machine gun, the LMG-42 firing into them, guards then taking quite a bit of damage in the process, popping smoke. And there you go, Grenadiers getting sniped, they're trying to get those guardsmen they're caught on fire and smoke. And we got a DP light machine gun there dropped. Close to getting wiped there, but again, escapes here. That's certainly some luck there for Sr4czka. And now with the guardsmen sort of rushing out. Oh, sniper exposed, can he get them? Rifle's been hit off there. Could have been time bent, I think, there by Pistole. And there you go, Conscripts roaring ahead, their sniper escapes. 2-2, they're really Saxon hunting down snipers in partly cause again. The Crack's machine gun at the moment is a bit bugged, meaning you never know if it's really going to fire. Meaning overall the snipers have a very good chance of getting away. He needed more than to deal with it. They should probably try and seize that light machine gun there with some pioneers and some grenadiers. Bunker up there for Pistole. Conscript engineers advancing. Going for the fuel point again. I mean, it's actually a quite interesting sort of setup we got here on the map, because again, usually it doesn't tend to be like this. You know, when the northern players got this and the southern players got this, and the final event happens that way. It's a lot rarer, to be honest, but it's certainly interesting to watch here. Pushing forward to the light vehicles again. He's just charging in there like Grebner at Arnhem Bridge, which didn't really work out well for Grebner. MD42 there manned by some stout guardsmen there going to this wiped. Annihilation 6 there for Sr4czka. Hopefully we'll support that one a bit better, since that's really what got the first one killed. He basically rushed in there with zero support, expecting it to be by Berlin the next day apparently. 2-2-9-5 from the MD42 guardsmen sneaking up. We got more guardsmen pushing forward. We've got a large full guards force here from Sr4czka versus Pistole. His light vehicles really can't match that level of firepower. This is where he should have had some armor co-op and some medium armor on the way there versus Sr4czka. So now they're certainly also paid off. 25 kills, halfway to Veteran T3. This time here for the mid-game analysis. In terms of damage, kills wise, I mean, Pistole's ahead, but not by too much. Damage wise, he's ahead, but again, not by too much. Army value wise, they're close, but again, at the same time here, sort of roughly here, you sort of get to it. That's, I think, where sort of the Sr4 got wiped out. But again, we can sort of see he's getting better. The Sr4 there again arriving does help him sort of close the gap there. But again, he's also got a lot of guardsmen and some other bits there. So, I mean, he's able to sort of bleed out Pistole there a bit sort of slowly, but surely. Plus, of course, grabbing the MD42 also represents a bit of a resource boost, or value boost. Float-wise, again, he's not floating. On the other hand, Pistole is. So again, we're sort of seeing that position again where Pistole, while having an advantage, could risk throwing it away. He needs to take for medium armor. I mean, we're looking at the 18-minute mark, and he still hasn't really tried playing for medium armor. That's usually, again, where he sort of gets those tempo loss. Again, the opponent's chance, to get back in the fight. So I need to look into that. In terms of points held, I mean, again, he's sort of been in control there, and again, sort of Sr4czka's, staggering again. He needs to sort of change his approach again. He could easily, push up here, go for the MD4 to clear it up and seize all of this, probably in a very sort of swift movement, or even sneak up the sniper here, clear it out the MD4 then sneak up some other units to quickly grab that as well. I mean, he needs to sort of, launch some minor attacks on the western side to at least throw away some of Pistole's forces here, while then continue the major battle here, or perhaps just keep a small screening force, making Pistole think, oh, the action's happening, then make a breakthrough push here, clear out the MD42, maybe steal that one as well, and then seize the entire west. I mean, there's a few options there for Sr4czka. Also, considering his resource situation, the fuel cache would really help him, I think, sort of short and long term, they're bringing up more vehicles and armor. In particular, he actually intends at some point to go for an ISU. He's going to need more fuel than he's getting now. Otherwise, he needs to keep his M6 better supported than the previous one. Like, he needs to flank more. He needs to attack from more angles, I think, there versus Pistole. As for Pistole, a few mines here and there, but otherwise, Tech, get out some Panzers. Now, schnell, los before you risk your opponent getting more back in the game. Pressure him with medium tanks as well. Get a Panzer IV out on Ostman and sort of begin heading back at the bastard. Or get a pair of Stuks. A pair of Stuks with machine guns can also perform decent versus infantry as well. Of course, they also lay down some serious smackdown on armor. So, I mean, that could also work out there as an option for Pistole. But either way, I mean, armor needs to happen very soon, if not now. And he could, of course, also consider fuel cache to further build up a fuel advantage versus Sr4czka. But again, I also think he needs to stop trying to charge through here with the light vehicles. Because again, they're scout cars, not tanks. Again, in particular the Puma again, which again was put aside because they're afraid their crews would act them like they're tanks. And guess what? Pistole is doing exactly what they feared. So yeah, again, needs to flank more. Needs to try and get behind here again. Grab the armoured cars to the 2-2-2s, keep sort of occupied with a few infantry attacks, maybe a bit here as well. In fact, could try and flank through here as well. But then let's try and get through here, quickly hit the snipers and go to get behind their cut-off retreat path. I would even say, once the snipers cleared up, try and seek up some pioneers and lay down some S-mines roughly around here, because S-mines on the retreat path are an absolute killer. So, I mean, there's a lot of options there to install it, but again, it does require the sort of mental with awareness to sort of realise and sort of do it. But let's return to the fight and see what actually happens here. Oops. Canadians they need to reinforce. MP4 sitting up here. Nice good position. He's going for the command tank. I mean, there is medium armor, but at the same time, it's sort of, just a sort of lazy, well, I'll just rely on Colin's kind of medium armor that doesn't really result in a big advantage because, again, you can't easily get more medium armor. Again, say take for a Panzer IV, he could, not too far off going for another Panzer IV, but if you go for a command tank, you can't really just go for another Panzer IV easily afterwards or another command tank easily afterwards. I mean, it's sort of like, you got one and that's it, mate. Enjoy your choice. Again, while it does help us, the infantry right now is making the mistake, that Sr4czka did with his assault gun, which is split up the command tank very rapidly and get it isolated. But again, it's not the brightest man, and again, he continues with his assault tank, and he is slightly trying to flank here, but not a lot. Without serious firepower, they're about to get wiped, and the assault can suffer loss there. He's lost one squad there. Puma take down for them in 6. They're fasting through the walls there, like, I don't know, some cartoon horror. Either way, walls they're shattered. Damage armoured cars here, the precision is being lost at the same time. We got actually some light harassment in the west. That's good there for Sr4czka. We got the assault gun bombarding the suspected German positions. Actually lost 2 grenadiers, of course, now. So I mean, really, Pistole, who had rather good hand now, has suddenly lost a lot there. Again, Sr4czka, and his hand is looking a lot weaker, and particularly infantry-wise, we need the guardsmen really have a much freer hand. And really, when it comes to guardsmen, we do not want to give them a free hand. Again, they're really tough infantry that can do a lot of damage to you if left unsupervised. Engineers getting suppressed. Grenadiers retreating. Command tank being fixed up. He's going for tier 4. I mean, if you're going for tier 4 again, I mean, you need the resources for it, in which case you definitely do not go for the command tank. That, again, is actual resources that could have been spent towards faster, armor from the heavy panzer, of course. I mean, really, in that department, I do feel like that was a really poor choice and then further considered, in which case, again, he would be better off with the, fuel cache. Right now, Sr4czka has pretty much managed in a short amount of time to reverse the situation completely in terms of map control. Now it's Pistole that's completely on the back foot there versus Sr4czka. And it's not like, again, he's got a huge vehicle advantage. He's got one assault gun versus several armoured cars, including the Puma, a flamethrower half tank, and the command tank. It sort of highlights here that Pistole needs to realise he's playing with light vehicles, which means he needs to focus on manoeuvrability, flanking, and not charging straight at the enemy guns. In particular, not versus a large force of guardsmen. That's like asking them to, tear up your light vehicles, which the Pioneer's not going to like. Or High Command, who's going to ask, why you keep throwing away your light vehicles. You are there. These are not tanks. Otto, because I'm going to get really pissed if you keep acting like these are tanks. I'm going to have you smacked. It's a really big glove. But there you go, Guardman taking a bit of nice loss there from the command tank. High explosive shell there, took out a few, left the others in a quite deplorable condition. Puma good to go again, 5 kills, half HP 2, that's definitely good. Got the concept with the DP lock machine, which by the way he never then recovered there, Mr. Pistola, so that basically means these conscious now carry a bit of extra firepower for the Rodina. Is it the Rodina? I can't remember. Probably get someone being annoyed about it in the comments. Oh well. Grenadiers they're reinforcing. Assault gun there, veterans you won. Falling back. Command tank rolling it, going for the fuel pond there again.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Right. He's just getting more grenadiers, not say panzer grenadiers. And comes without in the open, there's the 222s, flamethrower coming up as well. Command tank shoots, pioneers, MB-42s. Quickly turns a slight direction there. As they realise they've been drawn into a lot of German firepower, they're basically the 222 was used as bait. Sniper contact with the assault gun flanking there, go good here for the 222. Martin Rothke against the company light cover if he's paying attention. Looks like he's not. 222 almost hit there by the assault gun. They're just bleeding out, they're not really the best attack there by Pistole, but at least securing the centre there from Sr4czka and one of the rifle division. Guys in advancing. And more grenadiers there for Pistole. No heavy panzer corps yet. And he's not even upgrading the grenadiers. I mean, long term, you really want to upgrade at least some of the grenadiers with light machine gun, particularly the more elite veteran ones. I mean, veteran 3 grenadiers with light machine gun will certainly help. You know, thin things out then. Oh, dear, he's attacking head on there with the Puma. There you go, stuns it. But again, he's sort of holding back there. Shots keep getting missed there. And now the stun's worn off. Yet he persists with the head-on assault there. I mean, imagine if he tried to flank here instead of just charging straight into it. Or at least had a mortar to lay down the smoke screen. Again, I mean, if you're really that insistent on attacking head-on, at least get a mortar to lay down a bloody smoke screen. It'll make it harder for them to see you at distance. I mean, really, that wasn't a very good plan at all there by Pistole. In fact, it was quite a terrible one. In fact, now he just managed to sabotage himself by then calling in another Puma again. And that's sort of the dangerous things here about relying too much on call-ins again. It makes you again sort of late and it makes you very much more liable to make long-term bad decisions. Again, there's an Sr4czka. Let's just call in another Puma to try and deal with it instead of just waiting, you know, a bit longer to call in some armor for the tier 4 I've been waiting to take up for. So, I mean, right there, Pistole is, I think, making a rather poor decision. Again, just calling another Puma. I mean, it's not like he's, you know, being severely threatened by the Sr4czka in that sense. You know, it's not like, you know, it's threatening to wreck his entire force in a matter of moments. Except, of course, when he charges into it. So that's more, you know, of Pistole's own device. But again, he needs to then build a heavy panzer corps at the very least to just go for the bomber corps, because at this rate, I mean, he's risking, you know, actually Sr4czka now being able to call in Sr4czka or ISU 152, which really should be able to. But, you know, that's how these things go from time to time. I'm not sure I'd recommend it, but considering how Pistole is actually playing his light vehicles, again, he's not pressuring him. And again, that's again also the part of the whole tempo stuff then, the opportunity. I mean, by not, you know, actually going for it as well, I mean, he's actually allowing Sr4czka then to more cautiously and calmly just call in the heavy assault gun. Imagine by this time with medium armor out there, he might have wrecked this and forced, you know, Sr4czka then to go for the mechanized armor company and then bring out armor. But again, into the field that is more controlled by Pistole. Instead now, he's sort of slowly losing light vehicles. Sr4czka is not. And he's just sort of nicely positioning himself here. He should consider some sandbags around here. I mean, he's leaving his men way too exposed there. The two little Carnegos actually pushing in here. I'm not entirely sure what Sr4czka's doing now. That's just feeding Pistole's tanks and, you know, infantry. Kills. So he's going to need to fix up the Puma. So again, west side in the rear display doesn't seem much. Again, it's mostly sort of centered around here. And it's quite interesting to see how sometimes you can just sort of see players completely play a map, you know, different from how most players do. And again, it's sort of nice, again, those attempts they're flanking, but again, Pistole and Sexpistole sort of fall into that sort of passive usually, but again, some certain point of the map they just become sort of the hot spot, and they'll just sort of focus completely on it at a certain point, rather than trying to actually outmaneuver or anything like that. Really, I mean, Pistole has made some, again, not strong decision, and again, by calling in that second Puma has really sort of, well, not helped himself a lot. Never mind the way through away. The first one wasn't particularly, you know, inspired either. Right here, Molotov would be quite nice sort of flush out the grenadiers. Quickly, Petrov, the Molotov. We didn't get anyone. What? I don't know why. Command think not necessary. More assault guns hit. They're getting veteran to flee. That's definitely a hero of the Soviet Union right there. 5 frequenteds on, and there you go. 2-2 down. Another light vehicle lost there for Pistole. He's slowly losing ground, and again his vehicle advantage because again he's not playing it very well. Again he's trying to play them like tanks instead of light vehicles, which again means speed, flanking, maneuvering, harassment, counter-harassment, reconnaissance, looking for weak spots. Instead he's just, you know, using them like tanks, and again they're not tanks. They're not even bulletproof in the game though. In actual war, I mean, the half-tank at least was, and I'm pretty sure the Puma and the 2-2 also were bulletproof. Otherwise, we got the ISU there, the Sphero Boy or Beast Killer, with the Tuska machine gun there being added, based on the IS-2 chassis. Heavy assault gun though could be used as a tank destroyer, though technically they would prefer the ISU than 122 as the heavy tank destroyer. Little fun fact there. So there you go, 50 caliber added on top. Mine's being swept there. And there you go, finally his heavy Panzer Corps, but at this point his opponent's been able to bring up, you know, a heavy assault gun, which really sort of highlights here that Pistole didn't play his cards very well. Going to play under Engineers. Under fire for the Panzer Force charges 40, he's trying to go for that sniper team, instead hits a tombstone.
The enemy still has 300 points.
I shoot there, slowly moving ahead. Puma engaging it head on. Again, I'm not entirely sure why Pistole insists on using his Puma like a tank. When it comes to the Puma, you know, unless you got several of them, you know, flank stuff, and particularly when it comes to the really heavy armor stuff, you just want to flank. I mean, you're not going to try taking on IS-2 on ISU, you know, head on with Pumas. I mean, you might try it, but you shouldn't. Comes to that close, being wiped up here, a lot of Canadians. An interesting upgrades for them. I mean, it's close again to be able to call in the Panther, but Darkness being scorched a bit. Pioneer sort of moving up there. Some 6 snipes, some poor bastard there. Switching over to armor piercing. Guards MD42 covering there, constantly being rifle grenaded, flame for half tank moving up. They're still alive though, again, hasn't really done a lot there because again he also uses like a tank, except that doesn't even make sense. And really Pistole's just been so focused on just this avenue. Again, I think in part it's just psychology. I mean really what's happening here again, he's sort of pressuring a car point closer than your base. So again, in that sense Pistole is more likely to try and defend it even when it doesn't strategically or tactically make any sense. Again, it's not connecting to anything. Yet he's still insisting, like, you know, it's absolutely vital to the defense of the Reich and its resources when it isn't. So in that, again, you can sort of highlight, you know, just having, you know, a pressure point can, you know, give you an edge, you know, over most opponents who then got sort of caught up psychologically defending points that don't make sense. I see this snipe some poor bastard on retreat. Here's the command tank to lay down a smoke screen. That's not going to last long. You can soon go for the Panther there. MD42 almost wiped it. Moving up here in the centre. Pistole is slowly losing ground here to the now reinforced 100th Rifle Division. Thanks to that heavy assault gun there. And well, Pistole is not so grand All concentrated on the way for Sr4czka. Interesting goes for them this late. I mean, he could go for penal troops at this point, probably.
Fresh conscripts have
More
arrived.
effective replacement, I think. There you go. Panther on the way here. Can't forget Sergeant David at least bring up one Panther there to support them. These being supposed for them for 2 flamethrower attacks not being fixed. 40 killed, probably. Definitely doing a good job there for the motherland. Command tank Puma, good to go. He said the Alpha is not trying to deal with the engineers there. We've got the sniper there, it seems, was one of them. Not half bad there, not half bad. Seems like there's basically a waiting situation again. He could lay down sandbags, he could repair defences, he could lay down mines. Overall, I think Sr4czka could try to push more here instead of just standing about here. I mean, that's just way too passive. Panther almost done there for Pistole, and we got a T-70 light tank out here for Sr4czka. Bit of a light reconnaissance slash light infantry support. Panther almost done, and there you go. Got being caught here with flame for half at the same time it is damaged. Guardsmen are being scorched, and there you go. T-70 strikes. And there you go. We got the Sr4czka moving ahead, then moving up to support as well here. Flame for half almost on that command tank blocking a bit there. And there you go. Panther engaged ISU shot bounces off. Got the kill as well. He's using high close rounds there. Panther trying to flank. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Oh, stops. Then proceeds to pull back here. Another high close round again. Fails to penetrate. Sr4czka still here. Puma moving up to deal with that. Drive straight in front of the assault gun. There you go. Target weak point available. Panther moving up again. Grenadiers for some reason now being slaughtered. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I think Pistole's being pressured at back here. It's making a lot of rash decisions. MD42 here. Almost went for the T-70. Sr4czka down. Panther trying to engage the ISU. Misses. Puma almost knocked out here, but the Guardsman Pioneer's not really doing much there. One spot too far away to do anything. T-70 down here, but oh dear. Puma down to the Panther and the command tank. A few scattered units here and there. Looking pretty terrible. Grenadiers there. Almost cut down by the ISU as well. At this point, it rather seems like GG here for Pistole. Command tank moving up. MD42 into that. MD42 taking heavy fire there from the ISU. Panther there. Briefly looked like it's going to be fixed, but looks like he's deciding against it, just moving it out there. He's going to try and flank that ISU. Actually looks like he's mined there. He's actually prepared for a flank in case Pistole does something crazy and completely unlike him and actually flank. Oh, scheiße, it hits the mine. The Ultramarines, that actually good work, by the way. That made even the deep flank a bit more tricky there. And there you go, Panther down with that. Pistole is pretty much dead. We also got the command tank on a sort of raid operation down south. That seems a bit pointless. Alright, Sr4czka moving up. There you go. Damaged engine. Re-exposed. It's a lot of guard from the PTRSs. That's going to be a lot of damage quickly done there. So, yeah. When he finally does flank, it doesn't end up particularly well. So, go figure. There you go. Game over again. Pistole, strong start, but sort of fumbled mid-game again. A lot of, again, tempo, timing issues, but also just the simple of, you know, using his light vehicles like their medium tanks, which they're not. Again, had to try like more maneuver and flanking and such. They probably would have done a lot better versus Sr4czka. Factoring the poor timing of taking. And the fact he's trying to play tier 40 and the system calling another Puma rather cost him a lot as well there versus Sr4czka, who then sort of managed to sort of bounce back again. Pushing back, they're using the power of the Guardsmen and other elements, slowly also just punishing him for just trying to play his light vehicles as tanks, then getting the ISU, in which case Pistole sort of just seems like he cracked and just sort of threw everything in and just lost it. So, there you go again. I mean, keep in mind what force you kind of operating with, use the tactics that fit it. And as a general rule of thumb, flanking will always work you better than just barging straight into them. If you're going to do that again, get some mortars and lay down some smoke at the very least. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. Hope it gives you different matches. If you did, want to subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. If you do send in replay, I mean, links are in the video description. Do provide details as to where you are on the rankings. Of course, some details as to the match itself, and also some details as to who you are. I mean, again, if you send in replay with no details, I'm just going to ignore it. So this is Imperial Dane signing off, and see you all tomorrow. Cheers.